Haha, just had to do that. Good afternoon, y'all. This is the man in the black mask, and he has another Me Too story to read. And I know a lot of you are familiar with this, just like Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly, just name a few. And this here is Ron Jeremy, who's facing up to 330 years in prison. Okay, so the story of the day is Ron Jeremy is facing 330 years in prison. That's more than what Bernard Madoff got for fraud, 150 years. And 330 years from now will be 2,351. You believe that shit? Man, we'll be dead by then. 2351, sexual assault. On Wednesday, October 2020, Ron Jeremy was charged with 7 additional sexual assault counts, which could have the actor facing up to 330 years in prison, which is not only a life sentence, but is also a death sentence. Meanwhile, R. Kelly's facing up to 70 years. Ron Jeremy pled not guilty to these extra counts, which involves attacks from 1996 to 2013, from victims ranging from 17 to 38 years of age. Man, this piece of shit should have been stopped 1, 2, 3, just like R. Kelly. 3 of these new charges include forcible rape, including the attack of a 17-year-old, according to USA Today. This means that Ron Jeremy is now facing 35 charges from 23 alleged victims, which also includes a 15-year-old girl. This was around 2004. These attacks happened between 1996 and 2020. In addition to the 23 women who've come forward with allegations against Ron Jeremy, 14 other women have stated they were assaulted by Ron Jeremy, but happened outside the court statute of limitations. The Daily Beast says that according to the DA's office, with these new charges, Ron Jeremy is facing 11 forcible rape counts, 6 counts of forcible oral copulation, 8 sexual battery by restraint counts, 5 counts of forcible penetration by a foreign object, piece of shit, and 1 count each of sodomy, assault with the intent to commit rape, assault with the intention to commit forcible penetration digitally, penetration by a foreign object on an unconscious victim, and lewd conduct with a 15-year-old girl. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck him and R. Kelly. Because I got a niece at home and I wouldn't want nobody to do that shit to her. You understand? These guys in prison have zero tolerance for pedophiles. Because some of them got kids and grandkids, and normally they'll go after the first pedophile that they see. And you know what? I don't fucking blame them. Because guess what? If I was in the big house, I'd do the same shit, even if it gets me respect. The new allegations against Ron Jeremy include a 17-year-old who says that Jeremy raped her at a Woodland Hills home in 2008. In addition, the other victims include a 19-year-old who Jeremy raped during a photo shoot in the San Fernando Valley, a 26-year-old who was raped at a nightclub party, a 38-year-old who was sexually assaulted at a West Hollywood that Ron Jeremy frequented, at West Hollywood Hotel, a woman who Jeremy sexually assaulted at his home, and a woman who he assaulted at a strip club. Now, this man's a serial fucking rapist, okay? He could have been the next Ted Bundy. He could have killed those women, but thank God he didn't. Many who have worked with Ron Jeremy have said that his actions aren't much of a surprise. Speaking to the Los Angeles Times, Alana Evans, president of the Adult Performers Actors Guild, who has filmed with Ron Jeremy in the past, said, he does things without asking. There's a lot of people who assume because we're adult actresses that it's okay to just touch us inappropriately. Now, this piece of shit must have been on a roll for God knows how long. But why wait till now to stop him? I understand better late than never, but why didn't they come forward sooner, even though it's not their fault? That's what I don't understand, especially with this R. Kelly bullshit that's going on, you know? And people like Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. Each time I hear stories like that and how these women were violated in Hollywood, just cracks me up, you know, in a sad way. You know, so it makes me cry because I think, damn, that could have been my kid. That could have been my niece. Could have been any of my little cousins. Because I got children in my family. You think I want anybody fucking with them in some way? Come on, now. It's just fucking bullshit. You don't violate children and you don't violate women in general. They tell you no, you don't do nothing. End of story. Don't do nothing they don't want you to do. An adult actress, Leon Young, who went by the name Billy Britt, said that while at a porn industry Hollywood the blues, Ron Jeremy shoved her onto a table and forced himself inside it. Fucker. Young stated that there were at least 3 people from the porn industry in the room during the attack, and yet none of them reacted. Young said people were just like, that's Ron. No, that's a fucking predator, Ron Jeremy. And according to the LA Times, detectives are planning to interview Banks to find further victims. Soon after, Rolling Stone also published the allegations of a dozen women against Jeremy, to which he replied, I have never and would never rape anyone. You fucking liar. Then why are you in jail if you didn't rape them, huh? Why? Because you're a fucking liar. You know what you did, but you try to make fucking excuses and try to blame the victims. Well, guess what? In the end, you got blamed, you fuck. All serious allegations have been investigated by police and dismissed by judges. Him and R. Kelly they both get on my fucking nerves. In recent years, outside of the world of the adult film industry, Ron Jeremy has appeared on Robot Chicken, Chappelle's Show, Show, Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, and on the VH1 reality series, The Surreal Life, alongside Erica Estrada. Remember, he's from Chips, and Tammy Faye Messner, and Vanilla Ice. Ron Jeremy has a preliminary hearing set for December 14th, which leaves plenty of time for more allegations against the 67-year-old. He is currently being held on $6.6 million bail. Now, I know y'all thinking, what was he doing all the while? Why wasn't he busted until last year or the year before? And I know a lot of you was thinking about, the Bill Cosby case as well as Harvey Weinstein, and even that cop, Daniel Holzclaw. I mean, at least he got caught right away. But the same should have happened to, Ron Jeremy and them. Because I remember the Daniel Holzclaw case, what he did to those women. The youngest was like 17, and he would go off duty just to take advantage of these women. Well, he's in prison now, so he ain't sticking up to shit now. They only got him in isolation because they don't want nothing to happen to him in there. They don't want the big boys to smoke his ass, which they would have done in a heartbeat. Because like I said earlier, some of them got kids and grandkids and don't want shit to happen to them, So naturally, they'll go after the first pedophile that they see, which, quite frankly, I would have done the same shit too. If I was an inmate in jail, trust me, I'd go after a pedophile just to get respect. Just to get all these fuckers to kiss my ass, Because trust me, who wants something to happen to their kids and grandkids? Especially if you got little nieces and nephews and cousins that are children. Because everybody got children in their family. And I know all of you are thinking, I'm not going to let nothing happen to them, whether I'm close to them or not. Because kids should be treated as kids, not as adults. Okay? And it's sad that some of these fuckheads out here seek to ruin a kid's life, And to me, I think they all need to be shot in the head. And Ron Jeremy, I think they should put him in general population so that these big boys can make an example out of him. And quite frankly, he deserves it. Now, he should have been stopped a long time ago. I understand better late than never, but still, I figure if he was stopped sooner, if some of these actresses were brave enough to come forward and expose his grand scheme of things, then maybe the victim count would not have piled up so much, and he probably would be in jail already, and not now. He'd be doing time, just like Bill Cosby. But like I said, man, this shit needs to stop, man. I'm glad Tarana Burke gave birth to Me Too, since it enabled so many male and female victims of rape to come forward and put prominent businessmen behind bars. So thank you, Tarana Burke. You made a difference. I'm glad you was the first to speak up. And she made history, too. Ron Jeremy, fuck you. You understand? Fuck you for what you did to those women. You deserve to be shot to death. No, matter of fact, you deserve to be shanked in your cell. You deserve to be stabbed multiple times. And you deserve to become fresh meat to another inmate. You think they give a fuck about you being 70 years old? You don't think old people get raped just like young people? Well, think again. Because you're next. You're going to be just like R. Kelly, fresh meat. And let's not forget, R. Kelly's ass got fucked up in jail, son. He got fucked up by a gang member. And Kelly should be lucky that man didn't kill his ass. Well, he's currently doing a life bid for murder, so naturally he don't give a fuck. But like I said, he got what he deserved, and so will Ron Jeremy. That's justice on a silver platter right there. That's right. So Anyway, thank you for listening to the Man in the Black Mask. And don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a question underneath the screen. If I have something else out, I'll bring it out too. Don't you worry. I just need to bring out more stories. So anyway, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, question underneath the screen, and tell me what you think about this fat bastard. So good luck, be well, and have a good day. Thank you.